Welcome to Alpha Men Unmasked. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often whispered about but rarely understood: masturbation and its impact on manhood after 50. Is daily masturbation after age 50 helpful or harmful for your prostate? It's a straightforward question, and it deserves a clear, evidence-based answer. Millions of men wonder about this, but few ever speak about it openly. For decades, this topic has been buried under myths, misinformation, and quiet embarrassment. Many older men feel that once they reach a certain age, they shouldn't even be thinking about this, let alone doing it. They worry. Is this normal? Is it healthy? Could it be a sign of something wrong? Today, we're setting aside the stigma and tackling this as a legitimate health topic. Your prostate plays a vital role in your well-being as you age. Understanding how your habits, including sexual ones, affect it can empower you to make smarter choices for long-term health. What this video covers, we'll explore what science says about ejaculation frequency and prostate health. You'll learn what the prostate does and how it changes with age, the proven benefits of regular sexual activity, the risks of overdoing it, and finally, a balanced conclusion based on real data. By the end, you'll have the clarity you've been looking for. Understanding the prostate. Before we dive into how masturbation affects the prostate, let's understand what this small but powerful gland actually does. The prostate is about the size of a walnut and is part of the male reproductive system. Its main job? Producing prostatic fluid, the milky substance that mixes with sperm to form semen. This fluid is essential. It contains enzymes and hormones that nourish sperm, boost mobility, and protect it during its journey, essentially fueling the process of fertilization. Now, here's where things get interesting. The prostate sits just below the bladder and wraps around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. Picture a donut with the urethra running through the center. This setup works well for most of a man's life. But starting around age 40 and accelerating after 50, the prostate begins to enlarge. This condition is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Benign means it's not cancerous, but it can still cause problems. As the prostate grows, it can squeeze the urethra like pinching a garden hose. This leads to common urinary symptoms: delayed urine stream, weak flow, feeling like you haven't fully emptied your bladder, waking up multiple times at night to urinate. These issues are incredibly common. By age 60, over half of men experience some form of BPH. By 80, that number jumps to 90%. So, if you're dealing with this, you're not alone. And that's exactly why the question of masturbation becomes so relevant. If the prostate is so central to men's health after 50, does sexual activity help or hurt? Let's look at the science.
1ST Audio.
Scientific benefits of regular ejaculation. Let's get to the heart of the matter. What does science actually say about the impact of regular masturbation and ejaculation for men over 50? The evidence is surprisingly strong, and it points to multiple health benefits, not just for the prostate, but for your entire system. 1. Prostate flushing effect. One of the most widely discussed theories is the prostate cleansing hypothesis. Think of your prostate as a fluid-producing factory. If that fluid isn't released regularly, it can stagnate, leading to a buildup of aging cells, waste products, and potentially harmful compounds. Ejaculation acts like a natural rinse cycle, clearing out old fluid and prompting the production of fresh, healthy secretions. This isn't just speculation. A major study from Harvard tracked over 30,000 men for nearly 20 years. It found that those who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a 31% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who did so less frequently. That's a powerful correlation, suggesting that regular release may help reduce long-term risks. 2. Boosted blood flow and pelvic circulation. Sexual arousal and orgasm trigger a surge of blood flow to the pelvic region. This isn't just about achieving an erection. It's about nourishing the surrounding tissues, including the prostate itself. Improved circulation means better oxygen delivery, enhanced nutrient absorption, and more efficient removal of cellular waste. It's like giving your pelvic area a mini workout, keeping everything flexible, responsive, and well-maintained. 3. Natural stress relief and mood regulation. As men age, stress becomes a bigger factor in overall health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can lead to inflammation, high blood pressure, and even worsen urinary symptoms. Masturbation, when done mindfully, triggers the release of endorphins and oxytocin. These are your body's natural mood boosters, helping you feel relaxed, grounded, and emotionally balanced. It's a chemical-free way to reduce anxiety and promote mental clarity. 4. Preserving libido and sexual reflexes. There's a biological principle: use it or lose it. This applies directly to sexual function. Regular stimulation helps maintain the neural pathways between your brain and genitals. It keeps your body responsive to sexual cues and supports the reflexes needed for arousal and erection. As testosterone naturally declines with age, maintaining this connection becomes even more important. Think of it as keeping the engine warm, so it's ready when you need it. 5. Better sleep quality. Many older men struggle with sleep, especially due to frequent nighttime urination. Interestingly, orgasm releases prolactin, a hormone linked to sleepiness and relaxation. Combined with the calming effects of endorphins, this creates an ideal state for falling asleep and staying asleep. Instead of relying on medications, this natural process can help regulate your sleep cycle and support overnight recovery. When masturbation becomes excessive, risks to watch for. While moderate masturbation offers clear health benefits, the story changes when the habit becomes excessive or compulsive. It's not the act itself that's problematic, it's the frequency, the emotional triggers, and the patterns behind it. Let's break down the risks that emerge when balance is lost. 1. Porn dependency and brain overstimulation. In today's digital age, masturbation is often tied to online pornography. While occasional use may not be harmful, daily reliance on high-intensity content can rewire the brain's reward system. This phenomenon, known as cerebral hyperstimulation, floods the brain with dopamine, the chemical linked to pleasure and motivation. Over time, the brain adapts by becoming desensitized. It starts craving more extreme content to feel the same level of arousal. This can lead to loss of interest in real-life intimacy, difficulty getting aroused without digital stimulation, a condition called porn-induced erectile dysfunction, where arousal works with porn but fails during actual intimacy. This isn't just a physical issue, it's a psychological disconnect that can damage relationships and self-esteem. 2. Physical irritation and prostate inflammation. The prostate benefits from regular release, but it also needs recovery time. When stimulation becomes constant or forceful, the gland can become irritated. This may lead to congestive prostatitis, a non-bacterial inflammation that mimics symptoms of BPH or a urinary tract infection. Men may experience pelvic discomfort or heaviness, pain during or after ejaculation, increased urgency or frequency of urination. Instead of relieving symptoms, excessive stimulation can actually create them. It's the body's way of saying, slow down. 3. Energy drain and fatigue. Ejaculation requires energy, and while younger men bounce back quickly, older men may not. When masturbation becomes a daily or multi-daily habit, the cumulative energy loss can be significant. This can show up as persistent tiredness, lack of motivation for exercise or work, brain fog, and difficulty concentrating. Your body has a limited energy budget each day. If too much is spent on sexual activity, there's less left for everything else. 4. Emotional disconnection and isolation. Compulsive habits often come with emotional baggage. Men may feel guilt, shame, or anxiety after repeated sessions, especially if they're hiding the behavior or using it to escape stress. Over time, this can lead to emotional numbness, reduced self-worth, and avoidance of real connection. The goal isn't to eliminate masturbation, it's to ensure it's serving your health, not undermining it. Rewritten script, part 4 of full transcript. Theme: why daily masturbation after 50 may be harmful. The hidden downsides: why daily masturbation can backfire. While some sources claim that regular ejaculation supports prostate health, the full picture is more complicated, especially for men over 50. In reality, daily masturbation can quietly erode your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Let's break down the risks that often go ignored. 1. Overstimulation of the brain's reward system. Frequent masturbation, especially when paired with online pornography, can hijack your brain's natural reward circuits. Each session floods your system with dopamine, creating a short-term high. But over time, this constant stimulation leads to desensitization. You may find that you need more intense content to feel aroused. Real-life intimacy feels dull or uninteresting. You struggle with focus, motivation, or even erectile dysfunction. This isn't just about pleasure, it's about how your brain rewires itself in response to overuse. 2. Prostate irritation and pelvic inflammation. The prostate is a sensitive gland. While occasional release may help clear fluid, daily or multiple daily sessions can cause irritation. This can lead to pelvic discomfort, pain during or after ejaculation, frequent urination or urgency. In some cases, it mimics the symptoms of prostatitis or BPH, not because of aging, but because of overstimulation. 3. Chronic fatigue and energy drain. Ejaculation isn't free. It costs your body energy, nutrients, and hormonal balance. For men over 50, recovery takes longer. Daily masturbation can lead to persistent tiredness, lack of drive for work, fitness, or relationships, brain fog, and low mood. If you feel drained after, not relaxed, your body is telling you something's off. 4. Emotional numbness and isolation. What starts as a stress reliever can become a coping mechanism. Many men use masturbation to escape boredom, loneliness, or anxiety, but it often leaves them feeling worse. Over time, this habit can replace real connection, increase feelings of shame or guilt, create a cycle of compulsive behavior. Instead of solving problems, it becomes a way to avoid them. 5. Hormonal disruption and libido crash. Contrary to popular belief, frequent ejaculation may disrupt your hormonal rhythm. While testosterone doesn't permanently drop from one session, chronic overstimulation can blunt your natural cycles. You may notice lower baseline energy, reduced sexual desire, difficulty achieving strong erections. The body thrives on balance, not constant output. Final verdict: moderation or elimination. For men over 50, daily masturbation is rarely harmless. It may offer short-term relief, but the long-term effects often include fatigue, emotional disconnection, and diminished vitality. If you're serious about reclaiming your energy, focus, and masculine edge, it's time to rethink the habit. Stay informed, stay balanced, and stay strong. Subscribe to Alpha Men Unmasked for more raw, faceless truths about men's health, masculinity, and mental strength.
No filters. No fluff.
Just facts.